All right, we're joined by head men's soccer coach Dan Stratford. Coach, if you just want to kind of preview the week, we're first conference game on the road. Just kind of let us know how you're building on last week's win and going into Western Michigan this week.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a very, very different game to what we faced at home against NIU. Western Michigan have, if you like, a clear identity of how they approach the game, and they're a very physical team, a big team, very, very dangerous and very good on set pieces. So we'll have to prepare for that, and that'll be definitely different to how we anticipated the NIU game would go. But we obviously go there with a lot of confidence after getting the win at home and going into this game now 2-0. So we don't feel like we've performed yet at our best, and I think that was part of the perspective and reflection this week to say, cup half full, so to speak, where we're 2-0 and we're still getting better. We're still continuing to improve and develop, and the focus all week has been very much on us and our identity and reinforcing those messages to the players that now that we're in this environment where the games count and there's that extra competitive element to the games that we need to play under pressure and have a little more courage to continue to try and play with our identity, even if the game is causing some issues and obviously if the opponent is putting us under pressure, that we still have the bravery and courage to continue to play with our identity and our brand of football.
You mentioned how through the first two games, obviously we're season 2-0, but you're not everything is in place. What are some of the things that you are looking to see from the team this week?
Yeah, I think a little bit more possession. Quite honestly, I think we've been. It's been great that we have scored as early as we have in the Charlotte game, and then obviously again in the NIU game as well. But inevitably that can lead to the team just going into their shell a little bit and then trying to protect what we have in that lead. And when there's still a lot of time left on the clock, it's important that we continue to play, continue to try and build the game and progress the game that way that we have worked and focus within our training, not just recently, but since my arrival. So, as I said, I think perspective being an important word. For me, the performances have been incredible in terms of the players' work ethic and effort. To an extent, they've also looked like it's our first two games in over a year and a half. So inevitably, there's room for improvement, and that was always to be expected given the circumstances of this season. Like I said, the good news is this group has shown in training and shown throughout the course of my time here that we are capable of more than how we've, if you like, the performances we've shown up to this point. So, as I've said, I try to be process oriented, and the results are one thing, and it's great that we've won 2 games, but by no means are we getting ahead of ourselves here. We still have a lot of areas to improve and improve our performances, and we certainly hope we can do that in Western Michigan and not just win the game, but win the game well, playing our brand and our identity of football.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, the first 2 games have been quite a defensive showing from the team, getting those kind of game-winning goals early and then playing defense throughout the rest of the game. How are you looking to see that continue, obviously, this weekend, but maybe see a little more from the offensive side against Western?
Yeah, I mean, if there's been a real positive, if you like, to these first 2 games, it's been just how defensive resilient the team has been, and how solid we've looked back there. Again, not just Tikeski, but all of the defenders in front of them. And like I said, the collective work ethic and effort of the team has been fantastic. I want us to get to a point where we're less reliant upon that, and can have more of the possession and more of the territory in the attacking half and cause more problems for the opponent than we have up to this point. So it's going to be really important that we don't lose that element of what we've done, and that specifically going into Western Michigan, with the type of challenges they'll bring and how valuable they perceive set pieces to be and how well organized they are on their offensive set pieces, that we're very much prepared for that, and we continue to show that resilience and that grit in those moments of the game. But I also think Western Michigan presents an opportunity for us to dictate the terms of the play, and to have a lot of possession and hopefully to do that in the attacking half while we're asking questions of them. So yeah, it's taking those positives and building on them, and like I said, never being satisfied with just the result, and continuing to try and improve our performances as well.